Hi, Ned again, Mountain Education here on Harts Pass, Washington, where some of you may be starting your southbound Pacific Crest Trail through hike. Just want to let you know so that you can see for yourselves what this area looks like June 16th, 2014 after an average winter. Right now we have anywhere from 1 to 5 feet of snow on the trail. Most of the trail is covered. Occasionally you'll get a little bit of dry ground. For the most part, almost all of it is extremely steep. Look on your topographic maps and you'll find that much of the trail you're traversing very steep slopes. And when the trail gets covered like this with snow, first, you can't find it. There's no marks on the trees, there's no signs, nothing. Occasionally you might see a corridor cut through the trees. Because the undergrowth, the trees are so dense, that is common. So that will help you out. But don't expect any signs, any blazes on the trees, any of that. So when it's snow covered, you better bring your GPS to figure out where you are, where the trail's going. But beware, when you put this kind of snow on this kind of steep, you've got to have really good balance on your poles. 3-point stance at all times and kick. Good footholds. Balance, kick the next one. Really good, feels good, okay, move on. Because any kind of slip, even a post hole, can send you toppling right down the hill. That happened to us this year. One of our students had to be flown off the hill and he ended up with 4 broken ribs when he ran into a tree. He only slid 20 feet, which would be from here to that tree. Not far, but in that amount of time, tumbling, he could not self-arrest. Ran into 2 little trees, about the size of this one, about the size of those guys, broke ribs. Do not, would be my advice, do not come up here on these steep slopes with any kind of snow coverage unless you are 100% snow savvy. You've got your balance, you've got decent shoes, you've got crampons, and remember, snowshoes do not hold and work on a traverse. So don't even think about bringing snowshoes, they're really not going to work. If you've got the really slushy, airy snow that you're literally wallowing through, you're going to wish you had snowshoes. I don't think it's really worth carrying. We did on this trip, used them once, I fell 3 times. Very hard to use snowshoes on a steep traverse. They came off, put them back in my pack, was very happy to just be using good old-fashioned, rigid, somewhat rigid boots where I could kick. Nice flat platform, weight it, felt great, step on. Don't expect to go any faster than a mile an hour because it's real tricky. Do not fall. Do everything you can to maintain your balance at all times, but don't expect to be doing major miles up here in June. This area will open up somewhere around July 4th, usually after a normal winter. Plan for that. All it takes is a small patch of snow. Doesn't take a big field or area like this to cause you grief. All it takes is a misplaced step on any kind of snow, on something steep, you're gone. So think twice, start later. Got another thing to show you, so hang on.